Previously on Dodgers Brewers, SoundCloud rapper tells Milwaukee to keep sleeping on him. The ninth inning, per usual, gave Los Angeles a heart attack. I'm not trying to play. That last half inning was a little ropey, but can you smell what the Dodgers are cooking? If that was corny, it definitely was. My uncle came up with that and texted me when it happened, that inning, so blame him. I had to read that, so now you have to hear that. Next game, Jackson Chourio hits a first pitch home run. All of Milwaukee has confidence and hope just for Pilates instructor Yoshinobu Yamamoto to shove that confidence and hope up his ass before he wipes it with his $326 million. Dodgers starters combined for 17 innings, 18 strikeouts, only 3 hits given up, and give their boys a 2-0 lead heading back to GTA 5. So thank you for being here, subscribed or not, and if you haven't joined the 49% Elite Humans, consider hitting that button if you like the videos, as Game 3's matchup was pretty interesting. The Dodgers, just per usual, follow up their last act with something else amazing. I mean, you got a SoundCloud rapper for Game 1, a Pilates instructor for Game 2, and now an Oscar award-winning actor for Game 3. Facing a Brewers team that I guess just left all their starting pitchers in Chicago. Shit, which, I mean, I guess isn't the worst idea, considering they gave up 5 runs in the first inning of every game against the Cubs. But, yeah, Aaron Ashby, a reliever who already started Game 1 against the Dodgers, only pitched an inning, but still. He also threw an inning in Game 2. Well, the Brewers are now getting him to start Game 3, Right after this clip, Shohei greets him accordingly, pokes this thing down the line, way down the line. He gets all the way to third base, leadoff triple, then Mookie. Boom, double. Just like that, 1-0 Dodgers. This might get ugly. 2 batters later, he walks Freeman, and that's Ashby's night. Not that he was going deep anyway, but that's it. In comes Jacob Misiorowski. So now both teams have statues on the mound. Tyler Glasnow is 6'8", Misiorowski is 6'7".
Say that again?
And Milwaukee's tree on the mound immediately makes you wonder why he didn't just start the game to begin with. Call me dumb. I am dumb. But I really don't know what the point is having Ashby start just for an inning. Why not just save him for later? I know he's facing the lefties, but is Misiorowski not going to face a ton of lefties? And he's a righty pitcher. Does it really... Whatever. He strikes out the next 2 hitters to end the inning before the Brewers pull a Dodgers on the Dodgers, hitting a triple followed by not a double but a run-scoring hit. We're tied, and the pitching just took it from there. Tyler Glasnow gets more addicted to strikeouts than David Goggins is to pain. He strikes out the side in the 3rd inning, strikes out the side in the 4th inning. He ended up pitching into the 6th inning with 8 strikeouts, that 1 run being all they got. And with a guy on base, in comes Alex Vesia, new pitcher, same shit. How about another strikeout? I mean, the Brewers really showing you just how bad they've gotten this series. They got a combined 5 hits in the first 2 games. 5 hits over 18 innings. Not much going on here either, but the Dodgers weren't hitting either, and it couldn't have started off any better. The first 2 hitters for them got hits. 1-0 Dodgers, but once Misiorowski comes in, that was it for them. He goes on to retire 15 of the next 16 hitters. Only 1 hitter got on against Misiorowski, and it was an infield single by Andy Pages. That's all they did. Strikeout after strikeout, completely nasty. So we got a pitching duel between a tall Dodgers starter being relieved by a lefty in the 6th inning against a tall Brewers starter who relieved a lefty in the 1st inning.
Like poetry, so if they rhyme. Every stanza kind of rhymes with the last one.
Mookie goes down looking to start the 6th, Misiorowski cruising until the coolest Will Smith in Hollywood slaps the shit out of this hanging slider for a hit. Then Freddie Freeman goes down 1-2 and somehow works a walk, just lays off 3 straight tough pitches. So all of a sudden, the Dodgers have by far their best chance against Misiorowski, and Tommy Titties takes advantage of it. First pitch, doesn't hit it hard, but just places it where they ain't. Smith comes all around. Dodgers take back the lead. Out goes Misiorowski. In comes Abner Uribe, another very tall guy, and he's their closer, which, I mean, that just tells you everything about how desperate this team is right now to be putting their closer in the 6th inning, and it looks like it's about to work in a sense of keeping this at 2-1. He strikes out Teoscar Hernandez. Okay, cool. But then his brain, did the classic malfunction where he forgot where, you forget you're supposed to throw the ball to home plate, not your first base coach. Freeman comes home, it's 3-1. Vesia, still in the game, gives up a leadoff double on the first pitch he sees, and you're thinking, wait, okay, the Dodger bullpen may have a little something to say about a potential Dodger win. But no, it ends up quickly getting ugly. Vesia gets an out ugly for the Brewers. He gets an out, Blake Triton comes in, he gets an out, gets Jackson Chourio to swing and miss at 2 sweepers, and something happens. Looked like he got sniped from the stands. He gets a cramp, and like a really bad cramp, because he had to leave this game. He hops off like a cartoon character off the field. That sucks. If this Brewers offense wasn't already suffering, now you lose Chourio because he's literally suffering physically. So Blake Perkins comes in to pinch hit in the middle of this at-bat. Credit to him. He actually hung in there for a minute in such a tough situation. Yeah, you're starting off this at-bat with 2 strikes. Have fun. And he ends up going down on the same sweeper Chourio lunged and missed at twice for Perkins. It's at his foot. Nasty sweeper, strike 3. Top 8, Anthony Banda. Brewers do nothing. 1-2-3. He commits lefty on lefty crime against Christian Yelich as the media looks the other way. Strike 3, go to the 9th. Mookie Betts does a better impression of Derek Jeter than Derek Jeter himself could ever do. This is just Dodger baseball in a nutshell. A black Pro Bowler at shortstop, making a great play with a Ken Barbie doll white man at first base to help out a Japanese man on the mound. What doesn't this team have? Since when did you ever associate Pro Bowlers with Ken Barbie dolls? Well, you do now, and they're ending racism? Monica Lewinsky can't even top that. Sasaki is absolutely disgusting. He gets Sal Frelick to pop out, and Caleb Durbin comes up. Good luck, just dropping these nasty-ass splitters in the zone. Strike 3, ball game. Brewers, for the 3rd straight game, get just 1 run. Dodgers don't need to really do anything offensively. That's been the whole story of this series so far, these 3 games. Milwaukee just cannot hit. And facing an Oscar award-winning deviant definitely doesn't help with that. Dodgers are 1 single Uno win away from getting back to the World Series. And I could be wrong on this. I'm pretty sure this would be the first time a defending champions made it to the World Series since the Yankees in 2001. Obviously, no one's defended their title since the Yankees in 2000. But I don't even think a champion has gone back to the World Series to lose in that many years. Crazy. Let me know your thoughts, and thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.